working?
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the new revamped Monsters and Then and Now podcast. I am your host, NDK Films. Along with me is our co-host, Sam the Geiger fan, and I think we're live. We've had problems because of Creator Studio, but I got it back to the original, and since it's receiving it, so I should start seeing the image.
Can you send the link in chat? I can't.
Sam, it's not the time.
Okay, it says we're live. It says
sick.
the internet can totally see you right now. So
sick nasty. We are live. Cool. And
not
also
seeing
we
that.
have ourselves a special guest on our hands. It's been a while, so this is Sam a Sam called Sam.
Yeah, not Sam the Geigen fan,
This definitely
please.
doesn't make life confusing. How you doing? All right, it says we're live, so I'm gonna go with we're live. And let's just.
I mean, the stream, pretty much everything is saying that we're live.
Send the link. I'm like looking on your videos page and it's not showing up.
Bruh, okay, fine. I'll send you the actual. I don't get what you're doing. Doof.
Or maybe because.
Well, there it is. Found it.
See, we're live.
And thus comes the fun of streaming with YouTube's and thus the fun comes with streaming with YouTube, because now you can always wait a minute before the actual proper stream begins. I don't know what I'm saying.
Exactly. But no, the podcast has been revamped, so it just looks a lot nicer. Special thanks to Sammy Boy, the cooler one, for making these cool logos and backgrounds and stuff. So let's get this underway. For starters, we're if you couldn't tell by that very, very long title, we are talking about the Gamera trilogy. The Gamwa trilogy.
Gamwa.
The Heisei one. The good one. Which is actually better than the Godzilla Heisei trilogy. Don't at me.
It's just better than the Godzilla Heisei films.
What about Biollante?
Debatable.
Okay, we'll make an exception.
Debatable. So how we're gonna do this is we're gonna talk about each film independently, starting with Sam, and go from there. Yeah.
Okay, so are we gonna start now?
Yeah, let's start with Sam. Geigen fan. With
what?
Guardian of the
it's Sam called Sam.
It's Sam called Sam. It's starting with Guardian of the Universe. God damn it, it's so confusing.
It's not that confusing. Okay.
I'm trying. I don't know right from left. I know bottom from top.
Who doesn't know bottom from top?
So Gamma Guardian of the Universe is like my favorite film of all time. That film's a mega chad. It's great, guys. Honestly, like, it's my personal favorite of the trilogy. It's my personal favorite film of all time. Everything just works in this film. This film should not work. It really shouldn't work, but it just does. The writing is amazing. The characters are really, really, really memorable. Everything in this film works really well. Works a lot better than Legion. Anyway, my favorite part of the entire film is the idea of Gamera fighting monsters that are way smaller than him with, the three gals. It isn't as overdone to me as the Legion. I will be crapping on Attack of Legion here. I like Attack of Legion. I just don't like it as much.
Advent?
And it's really whatever. And I just like annoying NDK by saying it's bad. I don't hate it personally. I think it's okay.
The thing is, though, we all like annoying NDK.
But
and this is why
the three gals, it really works in this movie because it gives you kind of like a good track record from The first one that gets slapped to death by Gamera, the second one that dies at the bridge, and then the final one that becomes Super Gauss in the end. It keeps a nice track record and how they just keep on showing up all around. And it's a lot of fun to watch that, honestly. And I don't know. I think it's just a really neat film. For the next couple minutes until my 10-minute timer's up, I'm going to talk about why the bridge scene is the best scene. The bridge scene is absolute genius. Oh my god, the bridge scene is so good. It follows an old rule set up by very famous director Steven Spielberg for Raiders of the Lost Ark, and that is have all your action scenes move in a very simple shape. So if you look at Raiders of the Lost Ark, you have the plane scene. Right as they get out of the temple with the ark in it, and that's always moving in a circle. And the 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 bridge scene in Guardian of the Universe moves in a straight line. Everything's focused around this straight on bridge that's going between the forest and the town, and on each side, the Gauss never really cross to the other side that Gamera's on. So it keeps everything very, very simple. You got humans in the middle, and you got Gamera and then Gauss right outside of them. So that really works. Having two Gausses in a scene is something that's not done again unless you're counting their very first appearance. The music is amazing. It's for most of the time in the movie, the music kind of matches what's going on. It's just kind of between each small sequence, but absolutely everything in that track is like perfectly calculated to what is going on to like the very millisecond. It's amazing. This film starts to set up the lore of Gamera being from the myth that inspired Atlantis. It's a lot more what is it? It's talked on a lot more in Gamera 3 with the beta Gameras, but in this one I think it's done really well. It has enough mystery in it to where not everything's answered, and you're still wondering at the end what really is the true origin. And then, we had The Last Hope by Matt Frank, which gave us that context.
Hey, you
The
guys want to hear
gal
a cringe moment
Yeah, okay.
that could result in a bum bum, that kind of a thing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, wait, it's working. Shit. Okay, I'm just
Oh, you thought it
paranoid.
wasn't?
Yeah, I thought it wasn't. I'm getting paranoid. Okay.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right,
looking at it right now. It's working.
it's working. Cool. All right.
It buffers a little bit, but
Yeah,
yeah.
it's chugging. You continue, Sam. You're going on a good point there. That it's gonna be hard to refute.
Oh my god. Okay, there's someone in chat. Hello, I know who I'm talking to in chat. Welcome to my stream. This is not my stream, but it's a stream. My god, you have to me.
Sam, my boy. You
But
man.
the entire film is very, very, very enjoyable. The one problem I really have with Gamma 3 is that it answers too much, honestly. I feel as if the real mystery behind Gamma's origin is kind of deleted in that film, but Guardian Universe does it so well by just kind of roughly explaining, oh, he's from the myth that he's basically just from Atlantis. They say he's from the myth that inspired it, but it's Atlantis, and the Gauss are from there too. That becomes a really interesting idea and explains all the weird powers he has. We know the rocket jets and the flying and the fireballs by making him a bioengineered organism. The Gauss's designs are quite literally perfect in this film. They took a design that in the Showa series was a pretty cheap design. Honestly, it looks good, but putting in this film would have not worked at all. So the very, very fitting updates to it, just work around in the end. And I feel as if they took a really big gamble with bringing back Gamma Showa Roar in this film, because I feel like behind the scenes they probably did have an argument about if they should change the roar, because it's been a while since they heard the Gamma Roar. and the Godzilla Heisei films decided they were going to make a new roar, so why not do it for this? But I feel as if this setting up the track record of not changing Gamera's roar, not counting the Gamera the Brave, they didn't even have the rights to the roar. But I feel as if setting up not changing Gamera's roar being a thing, that's a good gamble, and I feel as if that paid off in the end.
Hmm.
I
Damn.
didn't know they lost the rights to the Roar and Gamera the Brave.
Yeah, because Katakala was the maker of it, so and they just didn't have the rights to because it was still owned. That was in like a weird phase where they kind of owned Daiei, but they didn't own everything. So that was one of the things that just kind of got lost in there was the Gamera Roar.
Oh.
And by the time of the 2016 trailer, they had it back, so that's good. I'm still gonna call it a trailer because I still have hope. I really shouldn't have hope. It's never coming out.
Oh,
Like
you mean the
absolutely.
2015
Yeah, the
thing?
2015 trailer.
Ah,
God, I wish that would come out.
let's
Anyway,
talk about that later.
that's
Actually, after we talk about the movies.
that's all I have to say on Game regarding the universe now. If I think about anything else that's very pertinent to the conversation we're having, the next two films, there.
Okay. Should I jump into what, or
Yeah,
actually, we're
jump
gonna do
into
like a free
Legion.
for all afterwards? We're done talking about the movies, right? That yeah. Okay, let's do that.
Yeah.
Um. So, Advent of Legion, as I was corrected because apparently us Americans got it wrong. It was not attack. It was Advent, which just has to do with the Christian symbolism that's in the movie. It's not so much so in Avon like it is in Evangelion, but you know, it's there, like right off the bat. Um, I love this movie. I think it's actually one of the more underrated in the trilogy that doesn't get as much recognition as I think it should. It's like the Lost World in the Jurassic World franchise. It just kind of or Jurassic World franchise. It just kind of gets thrown under the bus. People remember it like some good things, but it's like, yeah, it was all right. But this film, it's actually really good, and it's because it's just so balls to the wall of how there's so many things going on, and like with monsters and with the humans, with Gamera, that it just makes it such an enjoyable ride. Which it was really. It had like its highs and its lows and all that stuff, and that's why I just really enjoy it. It's a good adventure, and it might feel like a side story to some people, but it does continue the story naturally where it left off, while introducing some cool ass elements to Gamera, like the wings. Like Gamera has freaking wings, and the chest cannon. They just uses Hammond to blast Legion away at the end. That was freaking awesome. um, Legion actually. Let me talk about that because I don't get why people don't like Legion. I like him. He's super cool.
Does anyone dislike Legion
Um,
actually?
no,
I don't
I just
actively dislike it, but it's definitely the weakest.
I mean like the kaiju. I think that's what he was
no,
talking
the
about.
kaiju is what I was saying.
Oh yeah, Legion's a great kaiju, honestly.
Yeah, I just like the concept of both the swarm and just the big mama legion, I guess you can say. Um, because the swarm is terrifying. Like at the beginning of the movie, it's not like Godzilla vs Megaguirus, where you see like the Megaguirus come down and like literally just smash two people into like paste. But it's like, you know, a good scary that it's like an alien invasion, and it deals basically with this film with the Legion. They act as like an actual threat not only to Gamera but humanity itself, as with the like flower things, like the flower legion things that come out of like the buildings and stuff. Those can annihilate like an entire city, and that's just from like one legion. And you know, with this like the swarm too, they like it's a cool concept, and I just really enjoy that aspect because it just kind of went out there exploring new concepts with Gamera that I just really enjoyed with that. Also, I think this film has some great shots. Like, for example, I will put up on screen now. This is going to be slightly tedious. I don't care. Where did I leave it? Anyways, while I get that up, I just think Legion as a concept is just amazing, creative, and I like it. So, and the effects, because the effects got a tell of an improvement over. Oh, by the way, that's the shot I was talking about that I sent in chat. Look at that. Look at that, Biz.
That is a good shot.
It is. You don't get those kinds of shots in the other movies, and that's what I love. It also it's not it
Debatable.
takes its liberties with like the cinematography and stuff, which I really like the shot where you see Gabra and he like lands on the ground when he's gonna attack Legion, and he like drifts and he's shooting fireballs, and then Legion's like catching them. It's so good. So yeah, that's all I want to say. Characters are still great. I really enjoy them. I have a lot of fun with them, and yeah, that's about it.
All right, you done?
Yes, I'm.
Can I
done.
talk about my funny now?
Yes, you may talk about your
I
fun.
say as I'm just blowing up a mountain in Minecraft right now.
I love how you're more checked out of the podcast than we are.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, whatever. So hello everyone, it's me, funny Samuel, the T Gigannual Fanual. And today I'm gonna talk about funny Revenge of Iris because that is my favorite of the trilogy. And yeah, so this movie's great. I love it to death. Okay, and I'm gonna be honest, I haven't watched this movie in over a month, so things might be a little weird, but whatever. I don't care. It's fine. So where to start? I think the main reason why I love this movie so much is for its characters because I like to think that each Gamera film has the best of a certain aspect effects and or yeah, Advent of Legion has the best of monster fights of the trilogy. Guardian of the Universe is just really freaking great. Um, Revenge of Iris, I think, has easily the best characters of the entire trilogy, and that mostly just comes down to Ayana, the I guess the technically main character of the trilogy or of the film. I love Ayana. She's great. She's very well. Basically, her whole gimmick was that Gamera killed her parents back in the attack of in 1995, and basically she's harbored hatred for Gamera ever since, and um and she's kind of like shut out from the world because of that too, and like and even like in the beginning of the film, after Gamera fights the Gauss sorry the Hyper Gauss in Shibuya. She's still just like, oh, that doesn't matter, it's nothing. And then she befriends the mean monster Iris, the funny mean monster.
The funny meme monster.
NDK,
Yeah.
can you put the baby Iris with the hat on screen?
Baby yes, I will. I will have
Baby Iris with a hat.
I like him with the hat. He looks nice with his nice little hat.
Yeah, so it starts off as like this cute little snail thing, and then it turns into Iris, which is this big scary ass looking thing, which is probably like.
Where is that? I can't.
One
You sent it
second,
in
I'm
chat?
trying to find. I'm trying to find it right now.
All right, so while you guys find it, I another reason why I love this film so much is Iris. I absolutely adore Iris. He's like probably like top 5 kaiju that like aren't Godzilla, Gamera, Gigan, stuff like that.
Ooh,
Mostly
ooh,
just because
ooh.
I think that character is very well executed in his film design wise. He looks really cool. He looks really and he's really fluid in motion and his design just looks really cool.
And he
He's
looks
like
so
a
hella
big
cute with a hat on. Look at that booty.
Look at that little man. Little
People who are
man. Little...
listening into this podcast, you are missing out. Look at that shit. Hell yeah.
yeah, if they could see it. Oh yeah, no. Oh yeah, no, they could see it.
Okay, you may continue.
Big mean snail tentacle thing is really scary, and there's like this sense of apocalyptic / Lovecraftian dread with Iris that you don't really get a whole lot with other monsters. And like the only other example that I can think of that even comes close to that is funny anime King Ghidorah.
You just like
Which might
Lovecraftian things, don't you? Don't you?
they're scary.
I like it when the monster is scary, though. I do
I
like
like
it when
it-
the monster's scary.
Oh, so
So
what
you
you're
have a-
saying is that you love Gazora, Ganame, and Kameba.
No, we're not talking about that. Kamada's not here right now.
I know, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But
They're
what?
not scary. Yeah, they are scary. Forgot.
Yeah, they are scary, but
Kawaii Disney.
why just say?
We're not
Ryan just has-
giving context
Ryan
for
just-
that either.
Yeah, Ryan just has no idea what we're talking about, and it's great.
Nope. So, continue.
Also, just gonna add a couple more little things before we get into the general discussion. I really like Iris's theme. Just da na 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 na. Like that's really cool. I really like that. I really like how how it brings back a lot more elements of Gamera 1 because personally I didn't think that G2 brought in a whole lot of parts from G1 into that film. Like the Gauss are just kind of like not even there.
Well,
like
yeah,
they are there, but they're
it's
not.
a new threat, an even bigger threat, actually.
Yeah, well, okay. Revenge of Iris has this big ass snail thing, and even then, it's like, oh yeah, the Gauss is still there.
Do you
That was
really
probably
need
just
the Gaius in every film, dude?
Yes.
Yeah.
No. It gets repetitive. It's not a free for all yet.
I also think that the action is really good. Once again, like the battle in Shibuya, I think is really just a really exciting fight scene, and the fight scene in the is it a train station or is it like is it a mall or like
It was like
what
a
was
train
it?
station.
Yeah, it's a train
Yeah,
station. There's a
yeah,
lot of
okay.
train stations in that movie.
Yeah, the fight in the train station I think is really unique because you never really see kaiju fighting in closed spaces, and I think that's really cool. Also, Gamera's finishing move is still like sick nasty. All right, he just makes a fist out of Iris's energy, and he's just like punch, and then Iris is like, and then dies. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I had to say. This is like a 9 out of 10 movie. 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 movie.
Alright. We're done. Free for all time. But I'm gonna drop a hard fact that I know you both will agree with me on. Are you ready for this? You ready for this?
What?
Mhm.
What? I'm scared.
Asako is a Chad in every Gamera film. No exception.
Who?
The
Who?
guy who plays the police officer in the first one, and then the same police officer in the second, and he's like the hobo in the third.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I didn't even
Inspector
know he was in Gamma
Osako.
2.
Yeah, Inspector Osako.
Madman.
He is
The
a
mad
lad.
For a
man.
second I thought you were talking about Asagi.
Yeah,
No,
I was like,
not
what?
Asako,
Why did you
no.
say that
No,
wrong?
Asako, he hella Chad.
Yeah.
He Giga Chad. You can't get
He
any better
mega
than him.
Chad.
Did you guys remember remember in Advent of Legion when they were like investigating the Legion, and he just made that face as the camera zoomed in.
So wait, because I know he's still the actor, or like because he plays like two different characters in. Because he plays like a different character in Advent of Legion, I think.
No, he
But
doesn't. He plays the same one.
is he? Is it still the same character?
Yes, it's still the same. It's still carried through all 3 films. That's what I
I
love
mean, like
about
I know.
it.
I mean, last time I checked hold on.
Dude,
If
you
you
didn't
hear
even watch the. Oh my god.
I
I watched it. Sure, I did. 3 months ago.
Hey, I watched it 1 month ago. You were the one who watched it like 3. No, wait, that was Revenge of Fire.
2 like
You
an hour
watched it
ago.
today. Yeah, well, you know what? Shut up.
That's all I wanted to say. He hella chat in all 3 films. You can't deny. If you do deny, we will kill your wife.
End your life.
Yo, it is the same character. What the?
Aha! Right.
This is news to me because I swear they were like 2 different characters just played by the same actor. I don't know how that makes sense, but like I don't know.
I want to find that.
The Godzilla Showa era would like to have a conversation with you.
Well, okay, those films had like extremely loose continuity, so at least in like the early days. By like yeah, I mean they generally had loose continuity. They were all generally the same. Yeah.
Even the ones that like are supposed to be sequels are barely sequels. Like Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla and Terror of Mechagodzilla. They're supposed to be like a kind of like a duo of films, but they just don't work together. They're so different. Anyway, back to the Gamera trilogy.
Ryan, I see that you found the Lake Texarkana dub of Gamera 2.
I did.
We need to make a video of that. A commentary of the Texarkana dub
I
of
just want
Gamera
to find
2.
the one clip.
You want to know why specifically this one?
Why?
This was the one where ADV was like, "Hey, let's just dub this movie over with like redneck actors."
Wait, I want to put the screen share on for our visual people who can watch the stream at home. This was the best clip in Attack. Oh my god, you're right. The dubbing is weird. Like if Bill Clinton wanted to voice act for Godzilla.
Every time I think of Bill Clinton, I just think of like the Family Guy version. Like, hey Peter, we should eat that pig, or something like that.
I thought this was a free for all. Why don't you hit some hard facts so we can retort?
I don't have any hard facts. It's just that Guardian of the Universe is the best one.
Does he look like a bit? I'm kidding.
Does Guardian of the Universe look like a bit?
No, it does.
What country?
Stupid.
It's a free for all, Ryan. You wanted
You said
this.
free for all? Oh, you want hot takes?
Yeah, I want a hot
Hey,
take. The sense
you
of
want?
scale
I'm gonna
and the
get my
cinematography in Legion was the
hottest
best in the
take.
whole
The
trilogy.
hottest
Come at
take. It has nothing to do with the Gamera trilogy, but it's my hottest take, and I've had people actually get mad at me. I think Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster is better than Invasion of Astro Monster. Fight me!
Ah!
See, they're just fuming right now. They're fuming. They're angry at me.
I'm surprised it's that one though that gets like people all riled up.
Yeah, because Astro Monster is.
I know that. I mean, like I know both films are like generally regarded as great. I think. I mean, I do like Monster Zero more, but like I understand why people like Ghidorah. I mean, I think it's a little slow, but like other than that, it's a good movie. Still, 6 out of 10.
Okay.
If any of y'all can't tell, I'm fuming. Dude, Monster Zero's like three favorite Godzilla movies. Okay, so you know.
I'm sorry, I just don't get the hype.
Hey, Kai, I need
Honestly,
to drop
it's like
a-
Moth versus Godzilla. I don't get the hype. Just don't. I'm sorry.
You're weird.
See,
Then.
Mother vs. Godzilla, I have a right to be upset with because I grew up with that one. That's the first one I ever watched. That's the first movie I ever watched.
Hey, can I say something that I saw in the chat? From
What?
Godzilla
Yo.
fan 1995. There's a conspiracy theorist that believes Jerry Seinfeld is the incarnate of the devil.
A reincarnation of the devil?
Okay, I'm gonna just look that up really quick to make sure that that's. I want to know.
Speaking of Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster, Mothra vs. Godzilla, and Godzilla vs. Monster Zero, and jumping back to the Gamera trilogy, I really like how Shusuke Kaneko, the director of the movies, was just like, let's just like remake those three movies, but like with
Oh my
but
god.
with
Someone actually
Gamera.
thinks
So like
Seinfeld's the devil.
What?
It's from Reddit. Okay, I'm not even gonna dive into that. Not even
Yeah, I
gonna
guess
dive into
those
that
three
hole.
films are basically just. Wow, I never realized that before.
What?
That
because like Gamera and or like Guardian of the Universe and Mothra are more like straightforward, standard monster romps, with like a little bit of meat to chew on. Advent of Legion and Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster have loads of biblical references while being alien invasion films, and Monster Zero is the best of the three.
That's a good point. Alright. Now.
I watched Monster Zero for the plot, Miss Namikawa.
Oh, I'm gonna drop hard fact. Gamera 2 had the best Gamera.
okay, that's where I draw the line, buddy.
Yeah. We're kind of. I think.
He had wings. He came back through sparklers, and he used the Haman of the Earth to blow away Legion. All right, tell me if you got something better than that in your film.
What about Gamera like dying and then coming back to life out of fire?
How about Gamera using a Hamon fist to punch straight through Iris's core? How about Gamera basically
chest beam?
What about Gamera
Gamera
actually?
just saying, "Screw all you guys! My only goal is to just like blow up these burbs," and then he like does it and destroys all of Shibuya.
What if Gamera like just randomly put extended like weird claws out of his shoulders during the battle? What if Gamera actually spun around when he flied? What if Gamera I don't know, he uses fireballs more? He barely uses them in any of the other films. Mostly because there's not as much fighting as Guardian of the Universe.
Guardian of the Universe definitely had. I think I feel like Advent Legion had more fighting.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Mm.
Because he was going from each Legion swarm to the big Legion, and then the Legion that
the first Legion swarm with the flower, and then Sendai, and then wherever the final fight was.
Yeah. that wasn't Tokyo.
It was. I think it was in Sapporo.
Yeah, I think. It might have been.
I will say though, I do think, and I think this is something that like all of us can agree on. I think Advent of Legion easily has like the best action out of the three.
Yes.
What
are you saying, Sam?
I'm talking Guardian of the Universe here, man. There's 10 minutes of just straight fighting between Gamera and Gauss, and it's amazing.
I mean, like at the same time, like special effects moments too. Like the shot that I'm referring to when I say the best is the shot of Mother Legion with all like the tanks, and she blows it up, and you just see like this wall of fire in front of the Legion. I saw that for the first time, and I was like, "Holy shit!"
Like they're all dead, just like right.
Like I needed to rewind that just to watch it again.
It was like modern. It was like the first Modern Warfare, and Director Shiver is just like, I lost 30,000 men in the blink of an eye, and the world just fucking washed. But yeah, that really caught me off guard when I first saw it because I was like, damn boy, he can do that. And actually, let's get something we can out of the way that we can all agree upon. The action in Gamera like had some balls, like from in Gamera 1 where you saw like the train land on the people to like what we were just talking about, like the tanks blowing up. And there's the thing with the tanks too. Those were like real tanks that you could like see in some of those shots. And obviously they use like miniatures for some shots, but they didn't like do it for like
Location
all
footage.
the shots. Like with like the
There's like real location footage there too.
yeah, that's
like,
what I
tanks and
love.
stuff.
The set design complements it very well. And also in Gamera 3, when I meant they had some balls, they did because with the effects they added in like miniature people that would like blow away when Gamera would choose fireballs at the Gaios. And when I first saw that, I was like, Gamera, what the fuck? Like,
He's changed man ever since that mana beam in Gamera 2. He's off the walls.
It's like, geez, man, I didn't know you could go that far. Oh, actually, I'll drop hard fact. Legion was the closest one to killing Gamera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, I'm right. Yes, I've gotten points. What do I get?
Nothing.
Nothing. You get nothing.
Okay, but yeah, without a doubt, from the weird tentacle red beams to the stabbiness, yeah, he almost had no chance. Almost.
And then Gamma was just like, you know what, I'm gonna draw a mana from the earth and kill this dude. I will say though, like Legion is probably like one of the most hateable of all the monsters in this entire trilogy. Because like
debatable.
you see this female dog just constantly like beating the ever loving hell out of Gamera. And it's just like, okay, she has to be dead now. And then she's just like, she comes back to life, and you're just like, dude, just die already.
Gauss seemed a lot more evil to me, honestly. Gauss felt a lot more aware of its evil. Mostly because it's like its opening scene is its opening scene. First of all, before you even see its design, it's already killing people. And then it's the scene right after it gets introduced. It just flies down into a village and just kills a dog and flies away like nothing happened.
You know what I love about the Gaios that I'll admit? And it's also something with Gamera too that I noticed upon like viewings. It's how expressive the puppeteers were with like the facial features, for example, Gamera and Gaios especially. Like I got confused. I was like, wait, was the scenes with like the miniature Gaios in the cage where it's like that stop motion? Because you see like the eyes move up and down and stuff, and it was just puppetry, and it's done really well. And I'm like, damn. Why couldn't like the suit work like that?
Yeah, the suit work and all, like the special effects in all of these films just put the three contending Godzilla films at the time to absolute shame, and I love it.
It feels like you're watching, if you go from Godzilla vs. Destroyer straight to Guardian of the Universe, because Guardian of the Universe, I'm pretty sure, came out before Destroyer. Yeah, it feels like you're watching two films from like a completely different decade. It's so different.
Yeah, Guardian of the Universe came out in March, and Destroyer came out in December.
Yeah, and Guardian of the Universe looks so much better.
It's like this absolute gem was smashed in between Space Godzilla and Destroyer, which is just like absolute garbage.
Destroyer's fine, but Space Godzilla is garbage.
Debatable.
I mean, like special effects wise.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna need you to shut your mouth.
I grew up with Space Godzilla. Okay, I can't hate it.
Okay,
I
special.
can't.
No,
I
I'm
can't.
mainly talking about
You know
like.
the scene with the guy crawling up the mountain with the do. I mean that
Yeah.
music, you can't get better than that music. I will not let you find something.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, how about Gamera coming out of the ocean and some bitch smacking a grouse out of them out
Yeah,
of
what about
midair?
that? Hmm?
While you just hear bum 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 bum.
Can we talk about that theme? Oh my
How about
god.
just the soundtrack
It's
in
so
general for all
good.
3 films?
Kawatani, like, he is
Kawatani.
amazing at that, honestly.
Absolute MVP.
He's like the Hans Zimmer of tokusatsu. He made something so revolutionarily good that I can't. I'm gonna just like download on Spotify, just listen to it.
Kawatani,
Cool.
Takayuki Hattori, and Mashiro Oshima are like the best modern kaiju composers.
Mm-hmm.
Why isn't there a Symphonic Fury concert for them? Why don't we have that?
They had it back in 2014 for Kawatani.
Oh,
I
they
think.
did. Oh, son of a...
Yeah, back with like I think it was like a mix between Gamera and GMK.
I regret
Unless I'm mistaken.
G-Fest 2014. I missed so much stuff back in the day. All I cared about was
I don't know. It's okay, Ryan. We all did.
I hadn't even gone to G-Fest at that point.
Neither have I. It take me 3 years to finally go.
Yeah. But man, what? It's just the soundtrack.
The biggest disappointment of Advent of Legion is that they only use that theme once.
Okay,
When do they even use
when
it?
Gamera shows up at the airport.
Mm.
It's like Guardian of the Universe. It's just an ever constant barrage of.
The thing is, though, here's how I will retort. Advent of Legion, it's all about the whole outer space sort of theme and the invasion sort of theme, like counterattack and stuff. That was one of the tracks that was in Advent of Legion, and it just has its own feeling to the film. It's not like Gamera when it's not Gamera.
Yeah, okay, Ryan.
You want to fight? Alright, what do you want to talk about next?
Want to go more in depth with the characters?
Sure. Which character you want to start with? Osako. He's still Chad.
Osako is a Chad. He's pretty funny.
Sam, you didn't say anything. Do you hate Osaku, Sam?
No, I don't.
You didn't say anything quick enough. I never got you since. Well, good for you, Swoosh God. Good for you.
That's Shane.
Oh.
I don't even recognize a member of the Stachel gang.
I didn't recognize you. I sorry. Alright, which character you want? You start. You start.
On a completely different note, while blowing up the mountain that I'm blowing up in Minecraft, I just inexplicably stumbled upon buried treasure that had a heart of the sea in it.
It's a creative map, by the way, so there's no point in him explaining that he's found this heart of the sea.
I know, but I think it's cool. Shut up.
You could have just spawned that in, sent pics, or it didn't happen.
Oh, you want me to send pics? All right, I'll send pics.
Why are there people who prefer Minecraft survival mode over creative mode?
I like survival mode.
Do you like it more than creative?
No, I like them both.
Good.
Okay. You see my screen? Look, I just randomly found that, and then there's a heart of the sea just vibing right in there. Okay.
Let the record be known that Sam has found an art of sea on Minecraft.
Yes.
This is very relevant.
Yeah.
Well, it's a special amulet from a bygone civilization. So.
Oh yeah,
Magatama.
why didn't Disney include Gamera in their freaking Atlantis film? All we got out of that was a robotic lobster.
Why didn't Why wasn't Disney planning on distributing Gamera 2 in the state? Why?
Why not? Why
Why
can't they?
would
It's
they do
such a
this to us?
family-friendly film.
Instead, they decided to take Ghibli and some other dumb movie.
Wait,
I don't
Disney
even know the name
distributed
of it.
Ghibli films?
Yeah,
What? No.
I think so. At least in the
Hold up,
U.S.
hold up. I need to.
Yeah, and like fans were like encouraged to write into it was either Disney or yeah, I think it was Disney to like tell them to send Advent and Legion to US theaters, and it didn't.
I'm not gonna research that far. Okay. You were gonna say a character before you got sidetracked about this out of the thing.
So who do you fellows want to talk about?
I don't know. All the characters are actually really good in each film.
I basically said everything I need. I want to say in my Guardian of the Universe sections. It's just regular monsters of then and now again. Isn't that fun?
It's just like bro, we don't
Wait,
have
I
anything
got
more to say about the characters. It's just they're all good.
They are. There's just not much to say besides they're all good.
Yoshinari.
Something about Gamera 3 that I noticed on my
What?
first watch. Pseudo love interest of I absolutely praise that character because they did not write him as a simp. He doesn't simp once throughout the entire film. And they did not make him like a love. I don't think they made a love interest either, unless I'm mistaken.
No, I don't think they did. No. From what I watched 3 months ago of Iris.
Yeah, from what I watched 1 month ago, I don't remember them doing that.
Oh, can I just say something about Guardian of the Universe? Yoshinari. Remember the part at the beginning of the film where the captain comes down and he's like, I couldn't sleep, and then Yoshinari like tries to calm down the captain by saying, oh, this tanker, if it were to go down, the entirety of Japan and the Pacific coast would be totally annihilated by plutonium.
Yo,
Okay.
is that a funny Big Lizard Japan reference?
It just, yeah, that's how you
Just
calm
something
someone
to think
down. Just
about,
tell them something epically worse is going to happen if you were to fail.
Alright, I think that's enough blowing stuff up in Minecraft for now.
Stop
I've basically just defaced this entire mountain, and it's
He
incredible.
did. I joined a minute ago and couldn't do it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
These doofs.
Yeah. I think while I think Guardian of the Universe is my favorite characters out of the three. I like the roster in that film.
I think so too. I like them.
Yeah, like
It's
Asagi's great.
a lot more of an
Nagamine's
ensemble
great.
that you remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like Nagamine's also a lot better. She has a lot more screen time in this one than Gamer 3.
I told this to Sam, but Ryan, did you watch these films dubbed or subbed?
Subbed.
Okay. The ADV did the dub for the Gamera movies, and they also did the dub for Evangelion. So the dub actress for Nagamine is the same actress who plays Asuka.
And as soon as I noticed this, it's like the weirdest thing ever, and I don't think I like it.
I like it. I find it really funny.
It now because that's interesting. I don't know if their characters really fit, but
also
like,
Asagi is Rei, so
that's good. I'm good with that.
Yeah, like the scene that I always think of when it comes to the dub is when Nagamine and Asako see Gyaos on the island for the first time, and Asako's like, "Oh no, what are they gonna do?" And then in the film, Nagamine is like, "Dude, the Gyaos is gonna fly back to Japan." And then in my head, I just hear, "Are you dense? We're gonna defeat that Gyaos with my unit too."
Wait, hold on. Wait. Godzilla fan 1995. So he wasn't written as a simp, but he was written as a pimp.
Nah,
Indeed,
he was just
was.
written as a good character.
Damn, Oscar's and Gamma. What are we?
How long have we going for? 50 minutes?
Asuka's death in
15
the
minutes.
end of Evangelion is BS. I think it's good. It made sense in the story, and it was a really, really well done scene. I don't understand why you call it BS.
You just like Pirate Oscar. Get over it.
No!
Asuka sucks.
No! No!
I'm making that fact.
You
In
shut
fact,
your mouth.
Just Asuka in the rebuild sucks.
Shut your mouth about things you don't understand.
No, I.
The
understand
rebuild of
fully.
Evangelion isn't bad. You just don't understand it.
Shut up! Oh my god, no one here gets that joke, Sam. Why would you even say it and make me mad? Why make me happy when it's so much easier to make me angry?
Hey, the destruction is the joy of rebirth. No one gets that one. Only me.
Ryan, we'll explain that. We'll explain that joke to you when the stream is over.
Yes, do that.
Yeah. Okay.
Definitely. So say it as a 5-year-old so I can understand.
So there's this guy, and we don't like him. Said that, and he said that if you don't understand the 1991 King Ghidorah as a good character, you're stupid. Even though he has no character.
Wait,
That's
how
it.
would King Ghidorah be a character? He had no character. How is he a
Godzilla
character?
Exactly.
Wait, explain this to me now.
He just said, if you don't understand it, you're stupid.
Did he
and we're like,
explain though how King Ghidorah
If you
was
don't
a
understand
character?
Godzilla versus King Ghidorah, you're stupid.
No, if you don't understand the character of King Ghidorah in that movie, you're stupid.
No, he said if you don't. No,
I was
Godzilla
there,
versus King...
Sam.
I was
I
there.
heard it myself.
Yeah. Okay. We're not gonna get any more into this.
Because we may be starting to reveal names that may be revealed very soon in a very, very long text post.
Yeah.
Have fun, everyone. Look forward to that.
Have fun, everybody.
Someone you may or may not know in the community. Maybe,
Sam,
stuff for later.
You're an Asuka stan.
I am not an Asuka stan.
Yes, you are.
I am not.
Man,
Yes,
it's a Sam called Sam. Quick, Shane, what is it? About Guardian of the Universe, I really like how natural all the reveals are. Like, we learn information about the monsters at the same time as the characters.
Yeah, actually, that's a valid
You don't,
point.
yeah, you don't need to have, they don't need to have, like, an extensive website that has all sorts of bios about the monsters and abilities that, like, we barely even see in the movies. We just learn about them naturally through, like, their own screen time.
Which is just really nice with the Gamera trilogy and
Yeah.
something Godzilla never got right. I'm sorry. I gotta drop hard facts on you. I gotta drop these hard facts like I dropped my...
It's the Sam called Sam, Big Lizard, Japan, not an Asuka stan.
What was I gonna say? Damn it! It was gonna be about Legion. It would have been epic. Let me think.
Who's your favorite kaiju out of the three?
Legion.
Minus Gamera.
It's gonna be all the main villains of the movies. You know that, Sam.
Let me guess. Who's your favorite, Sam?
Oh no, kind of like I was.
Oh no, I kind of like I was. I'm going to hum and beat him.
I'm trying to come up with this. I'm trying to come up with discussion points, guys, and all we're getting is just, oh, this is really obvious. I'm really stupid.
Yeah, Kamada is gonna be the next stream, right, guys?
Yes, he will be in the next stream. We're gonna talk about
Yeah, you're gonna talk about the
Space
Millennium series.
Oh, wait. Are we gonna talk about that, or are we gonna talk about Space Amoeba?
Space Amoeba.
Oh, we're gonna talk Space Amoeba. Yeah, Space Amoeba. Forgot about that.
Should we get like all of us in there, or is it just gonna be like me, Ryan, and Kamada?
Probably me, you, and
Do you want?
Kamada.
All right.
Sorry.
Unless
Bro,
Kamada
imagine
wants.
deleting a part of the Yogg squad from the podcast.
Part of the Yogg squad.
The Yogg
Ryan, you're not a part of the Yogg squad.
Right? Yeah, Ryan, you're the odd one out.
Yeah,
Really,
come on,
says
man.
the
I am
copy of the Yogg
I'm Kamebis. I am the best member of the Yogg squad.
I am Gazora. I am the big squid thing. I'm the big squid thing that got the cameo in Final War.
You're the big squid thing and you're proud.
I'm the big squid thing and I'm proud.
And they made a new suit of me just to rip it apart with claw marks in it. But there's still a new suit of me.
And then
wait.
nothing was done with Ganame.
I'm gonna drop
Rip.
hard fact about Legion. The effects in Legion. I mean, yeah, sure. Iris did overall with quality have the better effects, but with Legion, you didn't have in, let's say, Guardian of the Universe, the bad 90s cropping composite shots. Like, you can clearly see that the tanks rolling up were obviously comped in with a green screen. Also, you know the shot with like the helicopters flying in and they're showing the Gauss flying towards the stadium over water.
Mm-hmm.
You see like how green the helicopters are because they didn't get um chroma key out of the way there. So you just see the greenness of the helicopter, but it's like the Gauss afterwards looks so clean. It's just so. That's all I want to say about that.
Yeah, I think the one thing also, one thing that Iris has is that that a lot more is done with composite shots, which is weird because like the film has the least amount of composite shots of the entire trilogy. But I think it's just because there's so much more standouty compared to the other two films. Like it depicts like entire cities just enveloped in flames for the most part.
Although I will admit,
Also one detail I think is really cool. The shot after you see Gamera and Iris standing in Kyoto. The part where Gamera roars and you see like the rain all over him, like falling from his face. The rain dripping from his side is actually sand.
Wait, what? That's sand?
Yeah, they
You didn't
used
wanna
sand
put,
to
like, a rain
recreate that
machine
shot.
on him?
I guess because sand's a lot less dense and there's a lot more sand and it kind of looks like rain from a distance.
At least from what I know, I remember seeing that on Twitter. So, and the people on Twitter know their stuff. So, this is why Twitter's the best place in the kaiju community. All right, it's probably the best social media.
Because we obviously got that from the Godzilla King of the Monsters watch along.
Yeah.
We don't talk about the watch alongs or Godzilla's Twitter.
Yeah, we don't
the
talk
watch along,
about the
the watch along was like a real. The watch along was really cool, but it made like the most unintentionally cursed posts in the entire fandom.
Hey, I can make a cursed video now.
Get the cursed bonfire music. You know? Bum 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 bum.
It's okay, Sam. You can stop.
Bum Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. A little off topic, but more on the topic about Gamera. Might be a long one, but the 2015/2016 Gamera trailer. Remember that? Y'all remember that?
Gamera Guardians Universe 4, baby! Woo!
I thought it was like its own original movie. Actually, that didn't follow.
I
the
know, but
original
like
movie.
tonally and the way it looked, it was pretty much Gamera Trilogy Part 4.
But it felt so different. It felt dark. It made me like scared out of my mind about the Yaos because of the way they behaved. Like
Just like how gritty it looked, and like how like you see Gauss's eyeball just popping out of its skull, and like
Yeah.
the Gauss swarm, and the way that Gamera looks.
It's like take all the dark aspects of 2014 Godzilla, for example, like the Halo jump scene and
Oh yeah, of course it's a Halo jump scene. It's always the Halo jump.
Shut! It
scene.
was a really good scene. You cannot knock
It's
the
way
Halo
too
jump
overhyped.
scene.
It's a
No,
good scene,
it
but it's
is
way too
not,
overhyped.
Sam.
Yes,
All right?
it is. Shut up.
Is very artistic in its expression and it's good, and you can't say anything about it.
Yeah, okay, film school student.
But no, I just thought because wasn't this like meant the Gamer trailer? It was originally meant for like the 50th anniversary of Gamera, right?
Right.
It's like, why put all that effort into a trailer for an anniversary if you're not even gonna release the full film when it looks this good? That's what
Probably because it was a short film.
I know, but it's like they could have done like a Whiplash where they submitted it to a film festival and then they got it approved and got proper funding. All right, because that 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 would have made all the sense and it would have been probably the greatest kaiju film of all time. Just in the way it looked and felt. Like you were right about the grittiness because it is gritty right out of the bat with the in fact I'll pull up the screen capture because it's been a while since I searched up the trailer.
You're gonna pull up that one funny video that has the massive watermark.
If that's the one, then that's the one we go with. Okay, let's go with this one. Like right off the bat, it's this opening shot. Eeyore. You just see it like going through the town, and you see these gals, which look great. I like their design, but it's terrifying.
They look better in Guardians of the Universe, just saying.
What?
They look better in Guardians of the Universe, just saying.
Bet. Did they?
Not a bet. I can literally just pull up Guardians of the Universe, and it's
Look
just
at
like,
that
yeah,
shit.
those guys look better.
Look at what?
This is gooey.
This like gave me a chance for like, oh yeah, CGI in with Godzilla films that could actually.
Why Disney?
Why Disney? But it's like no, it's not that I'm opposed to it being a short film. I just don't get why they didn't do anything with that. Like submit it to somewhere where they can get proper funding and actually fund this thing. Because this would have been an interesting film that I and everyone would have held it to a high esteem. And this monster thing that teleports things out of nowhere, like out
It's
of
cool.
he hella cool. I like his design too. It's nice. But yeah, that's the one thing in the kaiju community. I don't have a problem with the whole 2016 Ultraman film. If you remember, like the short film that was made, but it never.
Oh, it looks so weird though.
Yeah, I didn't.
He
really,
has toes. The dude has toes.
That was just. It looked cool as a kid, but looking back on it, it just looked too weird, and I don't think anyone would find it appealing. So.
And now we're getting an actual Ultraman film. It's Shin Ultraman.
Yeah. Which
and not gonna lie, the 2016 Ultraman The 2016 Ultraman looks a little bit like Shin Ultraman. I'm not even gonna.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the Ultraman 2016 footage. I never realized he fights Zaragas in this. I don't even know why he's like on four legs either.
That was Zargas?
Yeah, Zaragas.
It didn't look like him.
Yo, I can't believe they made Zargas from season 1, episode 1 as Zone Fighter into a real thing.
So, is there anything else you want to talk about with this whole thing? Or do you want to keep talking about how this whole trailer thing was a missed opportunity?
Is there anything else from the Heisei trilogy we want to talk about?
Not
Or-
really.
Like, the cinematography, we can. I don't know if we talked about it a lot, but, like, just for going on the record, it.
This film is great. All three films have great shots.
Yeah, because they take their sense of scale into account. Like, we always. Like, for example, some people, I don't mean everyone in the community, but definitely some people, will say that, like, the problem with the Godzilla films, like, and for example, like what 2014, for example, got right, is like the sense of scale, because with a lot of them, they weren't really taking that into account, and it just kind of threw off everything, and it made the monsters not seem as huge, so they didn't really seem as monsters, just, you know, they were just there. But when you shoot low camera angles and you have actual scale models, like what these films have,
They also got shorter actors so they can make the buildings to scale them better and save money. Which is kind of a weird thing because in the past for the Godzilla films and or just in Tokusatsu stuff in general, they've had actors like really they needed really tall actors. Like for Son of Godzilla, it's not Haruo Nakajima in a suit; it's a completely different actor because he was unbelievably tall. Um, and I guess and so that kind of shows how much the suit acting industry varies. They either need a really tall person, normal person, or a really short person to save money.
actually, who's the person who was inside the suit for Gamera and the Heisei trilogy? Let me double check.
1 second, I'm gonna go look into that.
Because the puppeteering work he did while in it was no wait, that's the wrong.
It's not the suit's not puppeteering. Well, it's like it's a small prop whenever the face moves.
You mean the wait? What about
Like
like Vero and his eyes move and stuff?
that's a small model.
There's like tons of puppets in what are they called? Guignols or whatever? The things that like the I don't know
Puppets. It's just puppets.
puppets. I know there's like also like a more correct word, but like okay, like whatever. Yeah, there's like a
Yeah,
ton of
Takateru Manabe and
puppets.
Jun Suzuki play in Guardian of the Universe. It's two different actors.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, and they got a female actress to play Gauss because Kaneko wanted the movements of Gauss to be more feminine, I think.
Mm.
Even
And
though he
also
had to change his
they
gender.
were able to make the actor the suit a lot skinnier since most females are more skinny than men.
Yeah, I just sent a picture of all the like props and
Well, let me see. Let me
like
see.
the suits and stuff in the chat.
Here, I will pull that up on screen.
They
That's
made
nice.
I like how they made like a Cookie Monster-esque Gamera suit. If you
So
know
wait, the ones
anything
with all
about
the
Muppets,
levers
you
and stuff.
what?
The ones with all the levers and stuff. That's the one that operates like the eyes and the tongue and the stuff. I'm guessing. Because you see, there's one with like a bunch of levers attached to them.
Yeah, probably.
That's weird but cool at the same time. Look at the really
It's
tiny
also
ones.
it's also like cool how like on model each prop looks, with like the exception of like the water suit. I think that's hanging in the back,
Mhm.
and the one on the stick in front. Like they all look pretty damn on model. They look all really accurate with each other.
Yeah. Look at no, just look at the really tiny ones. You know those exist somewhere, and it is a
I
witch
want
hunt to try and
one.
find one.
Okay, guys, I gotta go do something.
Wait,
I'm gonna
no,
go
you
shoot
have
a
to close off
video.
the podcast with us,
What do you
bruh. Yeah,
What? What are you talking
you
about?
can't just leave. What you thought you can
Okay,
just
well,
not?
I've been. This has been a Sam called Fun. Thank you guys for letting me on
Wait,
here tonight.
Sam, say, come on, no, don't do that, don't do that,
I have to. I'm sorry.
please, Sam, please don't. I'll close it off.
I'm actually serious. I have to go.
They just leave.
But it's been fun. Seriously, guys. Thank you for inviting me on. I hope I can be in one very soon. Next time, enjoy the presence of Kamada here. But I'll see you later. Maybe I will come back later if I have the chance. But for now, I'll see you guys later.
And there he goes.
Okay. Actually, we have been going for an hour and 10 minutes, and
Yeah, and
I think
also
we've
because like
gotten
we're basically
ourselves.
out of things. We're also out of things to pretty much talk about at this point.
Yeah, because the
Yeah.
Gamer trilogy is and really an undiscovered gem amongst the kaiju community because we always talk about.
Undiscovered. It's been discovered
I
since day
know it's
one,
been
right?
stop. I mean, in terms of like how much we like actually talk about it, because we're always talking about the next Godzilla movie. Oh, Godzilla versus Kong. Aircraft carrier's gonna win.
Huh? Funny, Ava. You know one's gonna win.
Well, that just got
Gonna
pushed
pull
back.
up.
So.
Gonna pull up with Gonna pull up with the positron rifle and shoot both of them.
Okay. So that is it for this podcast. Finally revamped and looking hella fresh. I enjoyed the way it looked
If you
throughout. I
guys
hope you
like
guys did.
this, if you guys like this format or this new updated format as opposed to the old one, please say it in the comments. I made it. I need the self esteem.
You
I'm
need
kidding.
this. Um, but that's it. We just got through a podcast, and yeah, I'm. What do you think? You think it was good? You think it was trash?
Somewhere in between. Either way, I've been Sam the Geigen fan, reminding you all to watch.
And I have been your host, Indicate Films. And please wash your
Oh,
hands.
you're being serious with this.
Yes, please wash your hands. I do not want to be stuck in my home for another 2 weeks, even though I've been working tirelessly at my job to bring all of you groceries. Not all of you, but if you come in my store.
And I am the
Anyways,
prophet.
you get the
I've been
point.
telling you all to. Oh, okay.
So we are telling you all, please wash your hands and stay safe. Good night.